Hello Sagittarius and welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get into your 7-day twin flame reading. Look into a connection that you have with someone over the next 7 days, what that connection holds. And we're going to start off with your animal spirits just to see what kind of animal spirits you and your person may or may not be registering with. If it doesn't apply, if it doesn't feel like it's for you, that's fine. Not all readings are for all people. And if you're a regular on my channel, you know I'm a Sagittarius myself, so I love doing these readings for you guys. Alright, let's get into it. 7 days for Sagittarius, show me. We have the Phoenix and the Sea Serpent. Alright, so both associated with ether in this animal deck. So not fire, water, air, or earth, but ether. And ether is so the ether cards or the ether animal spirits are associated with the chakras. And the Phoenix is the root chakra. The Sea Serpent being the second chakra. So it's interesting. We have the root chakra, Phoenix, forgiveness, a rebirth almost coming, a total rebirth, a total rejuvenation, a realizing of yourself. Phoenix is coming up from the ashes. This is kind of like, it's not so much about letting the past go, but having so utterly consumed, or I want to say indoctrinated it and dealt with it and put it part of your spirit. It's part of you, and so there's no more judgment. You're ready to sort of resonate anew without that kind of guilt or holding on to things. Sea Serpent is the second chakra, associated with high degree of sexual passion and energy. Second chakra being located in the pelvic bone. The root chakra is, of course, the base of your spine. But in the pelvic bone, we have the reproductive organs. And it's like the sea serpent eating its tail has always been synonymous with reproduction, creativity. You know, how things almost need to die in order to become new again. That kind of, you know, and this energy of sort of like when something new grows, it comes out of the ending of something as well. And Sea Serpent talks about resonating up a certain degree creatively. But certainly in a relationship, it talks about a high degree of sexual energy and passion. All right, so Sagittarius, let's get right into it. I do apologize if you hear noise outside. I'm in Philly, y'all, and so you know, sometimes the streets are just loud. It doesn't matter where you're at. All right, so Sagittarius, let's get into your 7-day connection that you have with someone. Phoenix and Sea Serpent. Powerful animal spirits, I want to say, right? Powerful energies. All right, let's see it. Knight of Wands is how you're coming in. Page of Wands is how you see them. Nine of Pentacles is what you desire. And Three of Pentacles is what happens next. So for them, they come in as the star. They see you as the Nine of Cups. They desire temperance. And what comes next? Four of Wands. Wow. Bottom of the deck is the Moon. So things have been unsure. There's been a testing feeling going on here. The Moon is unclear. When the Moon is out, you know, feelings are clouded, they're shaded, they're not exactly clear. You think you know what's going on, but you don't exactly know. And to a certain degree, you have to be strong enough to get through it. It's the second 18, the second 8. It's 18, the Moon. The first 8 is the card for strength in tarot. So if you think about it in terms of like gathering all this strength over a period of experiences, years, or life, and then going through periods of Moon energy where you're tested almost in that. You're not given the whole story. You're having to really rely on yourself and your strength. Specifically your strength of your jealousies, angers, passions. That's what we talk about when strength energy, overcoming them, or at least integrating them enough to a degree that they don't take charge of you. And so here you are put in situations with the 18, we resonate up with the Moon. You're put in situations where that is triggered, right? How strong have you become? Now, Sagittarius, how do you come in? Knight of Wands and the Star. So Knight of Wands energy is how you're resonating, and that's interesting because you're kind of coming in with a desire of wanting to follow your heart and your passion to a high degree, right? Being very emotional, but following your passion more than anything. Being driven a little bit by your passions right now, right? Being driven by what you feel passionate about and what you desire. and wanting to move forward in that regard. So you may be starting to feel some energy into doing your work or doing the work that you need to do. You may be feeling more energy and being and going for a specific goal in your relationships as well. Star energy is how your person is coming in, and they are really like wishing on a star right now. They are trying this next 7-day period very much to sort of deal with their emotions and do what is necessary to get what they truly wish for most of all, right? So star energy is all about the dreams that we have for ourselves, right? Not even so much the goal, but the dream that we have for our life dream, something that we oftentimes, don't work towards because we think it's just a dream, but star energy is working towards that and being sort of intent on being emotionally there to get that dream. And that's a feeling that your person is working with this next 7 days, right? This energy is there. Now, this dream could relate to the relationship here. It could also relate just to their life in general, because these are the energies that you're both coming in with. Now, how do you see each other? Well, Page of Wands for you. You see them as a Page of Wands. They see you as a Nine of Cups. So Page of Wands energy is that feeling of you being someone who is very, very different. Or they being someone who's very, very different. You seeing them as useful almost. I want to say Page of Wands is very useful, can be arrogant, can be a little bit childish, but wants what he wants and will go after it no matter how silly he looks or what ridicule he gets. And so it is also overcoming fear as well. But the other side of it can be a little bit of childishness that is there. Nevertheless, it's funny that you would see them as a Page of Wands. They may be younger than you, right? Now, they see you as a Nine of Cups. When they see you, they see Nine of Cups. They are just absolutely happy with you, satisfied with you. Nine of Cups is happiness. It's like really being at that level of happiness with someone. It's not necessarily 10 of Cups where you resonate up to wanting to get married and all of that, but it's 9 of Cups. It's just a blissed out feeling. And also a feeling of just generally being satisfied and happy with all of your relationships that you have right now. So they see you as this. Now, what do you guys both desire? Here it gets interesting because for them, they see you as, they desire temperance, which is your card in tarot, but you desire Nine of Pentacles. There's a degree of comfort that you're desiring, and this may be something that you're really wanting to work towards right now with that Knight of Wands as well. Working towards a degree of comfort financially and stability financially. You desire some rewards to start to come in for some of the work that you've done. For some of you, you've been working very, very hard. Right, and so you're desiring this, but more than anything, this is when we talk about what you desire in connection to this relationship. So in this relationship, there's a feeling, Sagittarius, that this next 7 days you're wanting to have more stability. You're wanting to have more stability on your own accord, right? So you don't want to have to lean on them or depend on them for anything, right? There's a feeling that you're kind of wanting to do your own thing, and this kind of is entering into the relationship as well in terms of you maybe wanting to spend more time on your work, making sure that you have what you need and being stable. They desire temperance, so for them it's a feeling of wanting to be able to control their emotions a bit. Temperance energy is being able to control, who you are and what, your emotions when everything around you is somewhat chaotic or people may be triggering you. So temperance is remaining not even so much in control, but in constant contact with their emotions, right? And aware of them. So they know what is really going on, what is triggering them, so they can remain tempered and focused. And this is something that they desire in this relationship. They may be the jealous type. They may be somebody who generally gets triggered a lot, right? So this is what's going on with you guys in terms of your desire over the next 7-day period. What needs to happen, or what comes next? Well, what comes next for you, Three of Pentacles? More working, because it makes sense that you're wanting to make sure to have your stability there and really have your own level of comfort. And I want to say to a certain degree, independence financially. There's more work coming in for you, Three of Pentacles. There's more work. There's more ability to gain. You're doing more. There's more cooperation coming in. You're talking to more people, but certainly there is gain. There's more notice of your work, so your business may increase. And this is important for you, Sagittarius, certainly in this relationship. And while it's not necessary that you have love cards in your position, there's a feeling here of that you, more than anything, just want to be very stable with this person of your own. Four of Wands is what comes next for them. The, utter soulmate energy. They totally head over heels in love with you. And it may be that there may have been, up until now, yes, there is a connection, but the connection deepens to a Four of Wands. A desire even for them to be with you. Four of Wands is also much more mutual respect and connection. So there's like, you know, it's the immediate resonating up of a commitment, right? And it could be that their energies resonate up straight from a Nine of Cups to a Four of Wands over this next 7-day period. Simply because of certain things that are happening. Up until now, there may have been a lot of moon energy, right? And them coming through that moon energy, there's a lot of positive energy about being intentional here. You with your business, them with going after what they desire in a healthy way. Let us see what some of the clarifying cards are going to say. We do have Phoenix and Sea Serpent there. It could be that there is a feeling of renewal here in this connection, in the sense that I don't know, it feels like something is burgeoning out of this. This moon is giving me pause for thought, as if there have been some dark days here, but yet there is a kind of renewal here. And mostly, again, the feeling because you are both doing what you each need to do for this connection. King of Wands, the Magician, wow, the Hanged Man, interesting, and Death. So there's a change here. King of Wands is coming in, arrogant. There's been some arrogance, I think, here. So these are the energies on top. Oh, wow, there has been a complacency. There's been something that's been going on here that's in the shadow side. I probably want to do a shadow read about this later on. But King of Wands is coming in for you guys. So King of Wands is very much like powerful, fiery, in charge. It could be that there's been some shadow side here with this. There may have been some bouts of jealousy. You may have been dealing with somebody who's been doing that with this moon energy. Whatever the case is, there is a strong fire here about somebody who really, really wants what they want and will get it. King of Wands generally is extremely individual. You may be dealing with someone who is a Leo or air sign like you, Sagittarius, because King of Wands is fire, and they are extremely individual as well, but just so focused and determined to go after what they want, no matter how unconventional it may be. A lot of fire. Magician there for how you guys see each other. So you both have this mutual kind of, I want to say, sense of respect and control. You both see each other as being very much in control. But then when we come to desires, we have Hanged Man. And so there is a feeling of needing to be more inspired and not holding on to the kind of lazy ways of interacting, right? The Hanged Man is stuck in his ways. He's lazy. He's not willing to sort of, up until now, when he shows up in a reading, his illuminating halo reminds us that he is now, that inspiration is coming in now to what you both desire. But it could be that there was a period of darkness where, or shadow perhaps, in this relationship where you both were, oh, Ten of Swords. Yeah, there may have been some hurtful things that have happened up until now. You both kind of realized that you're adhering to the same old kind of behavior patterns, and breaking out of them is what is needed. And is that inspiration for that is coming in because you both very much desire, I think, this relationship. Yet and still you're wanting certain things. Death comes in. There is a change coming in, and yet it feels powerful and like something that needed to happen. If Death comes in and Four of Wands is there also, I feel like Death is coming into an old way of behaving. There may be a total death and death isn't always bad, but there may be suddenly a real change and ending to one thing in order for this thing to happen. Some of you may have been in other relationships that you have had to end, or that you are ending because you want to be in this one. Or there is something that may have happened in this relationship that is coming to an end for it almost to resonate further. Because Four of Wands is what comes for your person, so they're not letting go. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're not letting go when we're thinking about this. They already see you. They're already blissed out with you, Nine of Cups, so they're not letting go. Yet and still, we have this little bit of shadow here, and I think that that just speaks more to some turbulence or some quarreling that may have been here up until now. But this next 7-day period is going to be a period of change in that regard. Sea serpent is there. There's a lot of sexual energy and tension as well. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that, Sagittarius. This is your reading. I hope you got some clarity out of it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. That's all I ask. Check me out later on. Maybe tomorrow or later on this evening. I'll do a shadow read for Sagittarius based on this. But for right now, guys, I will check you in your next video. Bye-bye now.